Okay guys, so if you guys are looking for clean, treble and quality impactful bass, then this IEM may be the one that you're looking for. Hi guys, my name's Ian. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I do mostly audio product reviews, and if you guys are interested in this type of content, do consider to subscribe to my channel and click on the bell so that you get notified of my future videos. Right, so this is the Thhifi Character, right? So it's currently retailing for 150 US dollars, and if you guys are interested, do check out the link down in the description below. Okay, so in this video I'm gonna do an unboxing, which I normally don't do, and also do the fit test and the sound test, right? So the reason why I want to do the unboxing is because this comes in a very unique box, as you can see, right? So let's just do a very quick rundown of the specifications, which is already on the box itself. The model is called Character, right? And the reason why it's called Character, let's just very quickly go through this. It's called Character because it's got those brush strokes, and those ancient Chinese brush strokes or strokes that create a character in a Chinese sentence. So this strokes here represents a character, I guess. So yeah, that's the reason why it's called Character, right? So yeah, and also this is a hybrid, so it's a 1DD and 1BA, right? Sensitivity is 106, impedance is 10.5, and the frequency response is 20 to 20,000 hertz. Okay, so very nice specs there. Let's take out the sleeve and take a look at this box. So this box, as I mentioned, is a pretty nice box, and it's made of bamboo, and I feel that it's a little bit overkill. This box is just too much. You know, the presentation is really nice, right? Look at the box, and it's real bamboo, of course. Yeah, and IEM sits here. Okay, and on the inside, of course, you get some paperwork, and you get a bag of tips. Okay, so you get 4 different types of tips, which is a lot. Okay, and each type you get 3 sets. So you get a wide bore. Okay, so I think this is the wide bore. I'm not too sure you can see. Yeah, so this is a wide bore, and then you get the ultra wide bore. I think this is the ultra wide, which is wider than the wide. And then you get the normal one. So this is the normal bore, normal size bore. And then this is the narrow bore, right? So this one will be the one that you will want to use if you want to get more bass. Okay, so that's a lot of tips, very generous of them, and it comes with this leather pouch. I think is synthetic. Yeah, let me do a smell test. Ooh. Okay, so currently smell because it's, I think, filled with lacquer, smell of lacquer, but it might just be synthetic leather. All right, so but anyway, it's got this embossing here of the thifi.com logo, and on the inside you do get a cleaning brush, okay, and a cable, right? So let's talk about the cable. Cable has got this tie here, a cable tie, which is made of leather, okay, with a brass button. So the cable itself is a 4-core cable, right, with a straight type 3.5 headphone jack, and the chin slider is here, and the Y splitter is here. Y splitter is made of I think it's a metal tube, and chin slider is also a metal tube, which is okay. Now the cable is a little bit on the soft side, which is good. It's quite pliable, and it's got a little bit of a grip to it. It's not entirely sleek and smooth, so it's got a little bit of grip to it. So yeah, and the ear hooks, they're soft, okay, very nice, soft and pliable. Yeah, and you can actually adjust to the shape of your ear. And the connector is MMCX. Okay, yeah, okay, so that's for the accessories. It's really nice box. I wish that they save a little bit on the packaging and maybe get a better driver. I don't know. Okay, so let's talk about the IEM themselves. So this is the IEM. The faceplate, as I mentioned, is it's got the CNC cutout of all the brush strokes of the characters, Chinese characters. And inside, I think there's a piece of I don't know, it's red in color. It might be plastic, it might be metal, I don't know. On the side here, you have some grooves. I don't know, it looks like a tin can, I don't know, but yeah, it's got some grooves here to give it some design. At the inside, the inner shell is pretty smooth. So this entire thing is aluminum, right? Yeah, looks aluminum anyway. Looks like it's raw and maybe polished. Yeah. On the inside, pretty flat, right? Not much of shape or angles to it. And the nozzle is a pretty wide bore nozzle, which is also metal. Looks like it's part of it, of the entire shell. On the top here, you do get the MMCX connector, and the there's a vent here. Okay, so pretty good. There's a vent there. Okay, other than that, looks pretty okay. So how do they fit? They fit my ears very well. All right, I have no issues with wobbling or the IEM coming loose from my ears, or even giving me physical fatigue. None of that. So I can wear this the entire day, no problems. Okay, so fit and comfort, no issues. Okay, so now let's talk about the sound, and for that, let me take out my graph. So be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, that this IEM character has got good solid bass and nice clean highs, and that translates to a V-shaped tuning. Okay, but let's talk about the technicalities first. All right, because this one has got a single a 1DD and a 1BA, and the sound that it produces is pretty high quality, right? So what I hear is very good sound, right? It's not those it doesn't sound cheap, to put it that way. So very good quality sound. Soundstage is nice and wide and deep, right? So very good soundstage. It's got some layers to it as well. So the imaging and the positioning of the instruments, they are well spaced out as well. So you would expect the soundstage on this to be above average. Okay, very nice soundstage. The detail retrieval and the resolution is also very good. Right, I can pick up nuances and micro details, and the sound separation. In fact, now I just remembered, the sound separation is exceptionally good. You can actually tell the difference between the positioning. Every position is very nicely said out, right? So you can actually hear the actual position of the instrument. So that's why I just remembered when I was listening to it. So detail retrieval is very good, all right, and resolution of this is very good as well. So I would say for the price of $150 is well worth it, that you are paying that kind of premium price for this kind of soundstage and technicalities. Okay, now let's talk about the frequency response. So if you look at the graph, this is V-shaped, quite a typical V-shaped tuning. As I mentioned, you get solid bass and you get clean highs, right, which is the treble. So let's talk about the sub bass first. Sub bass is okay, all right. It's pretty close to the Harman target. It's not too much, it's not too little, and it's not, I mean, if you see the graph, is it's kind of rolled off, but it's not, right? So it's got good extension, good rumble. And one thing about this rumble, it actually gives me some physical tactile feedback, so which I can feel at the back of my neck. So this is the kind of rumble that I can feel. So if the rumble can be felt, it tells me one thing, that the driver is really good, right? And same for the mid bass as well. So when there's impact from the mid bass, I can actually feel it at the back of my neck, in terms of some vibration and some sensation as well. So physically, I think this IEM has got very good solid bass. That's why I say it's solid bass. At the same time, it's controlled as well. It doesn't, I mean, there's a little bit of bleed, but it's not like overwhelming, whereby the mids can't shine, and it's really laid back. No, it's not. So it's kind of controlled and good quality bass, right? So I think for the bass, I would say it's a good bass, and very quality bass. Now for the mids, right? As I mentioned, the mids are recessed and it's laid back. One thing I forgot to mention is the tone and timbre of this IEM. The tone and timbre, the tone of it is a very warm tone. It's a very heavy note weight, very heavy feel to it. It's got a lot of texture to every note that it's being pushed out from the IEM. So heavy note weight is warm, and it's a lot of texture. So you can imagine the bass is really textured and heavy and warm. Same for the mid bass. So for the instruments, same thing. It's got this warm texture, warm note to it. Pianos are really impactful. The violins, they have that warm textured note to them. And also for trumpets and guitars, they sound, though they sound a little bit recessed, but they have that presence on certain octaves and certain notes. But overall, instruments, they sound a little bit recessed, and but they have got the clarity there, right, and that warm note, heavy note weight to it. So in terms of the instruments, they are okay, right? They are not forward. Now let's talk about vocals. Male vocals, they sound really good on these, right? Especially because it's got good heavy bass, and also the quality of the bass that helps the male vocals to shine per se. And they have got very nice warm tone and timbre and heavy note weight to their presence in the entire mix. So I would say I prefer to listen to male vocals compared to female vocals on these IEMs. Now female vocals, though they don't sparkle, right? But I would say they are actually present and forward in the mix, right? If you look at the treble, it actually is a very present type of presentation here, and it actually helps the female vocals. Not sparkly, there's no sparkle. At the same time, there is no sibilance and no shoutiness as well. So you won't find any sibilance or shoutiness or any harshness to the female vocals on these IEMs. But at the same time, you won't find exceptional sparkle, exceptional brightness, exceptional energy, that the female vocals will bring. I mean, there's some energy to it, in fact quite a lot, but not much of a sparkle. Okay. So let's talk about treble. So treble, as I mentioned, is bright, right? But the sparkle is just a little bit shy. At the same time, I would say that this is quite a safe tuning, right? It's a very harmonious type of treble. The roll-offs, the cymbal strikes and the hi-hats, guitars, they sound very natural. I've got natural roll-off. They don't sound cut short. All right. So in terms of natural roll-off is good. The clarity is good. It's got clean highs, very clean. It's well presented treble. So I would say treble is a very safe tuning, a very nice tuning. It's not dark, it's not harsh, it's not sibilant, it's not well, it's bright, right? It does not sparkle, right? A little bit of sparkle on certain tracks, but that's about it. So yeah, so that's for the treble. But on the whole, on the overall listening experience on this, I would say they work really well with EDM, techno. I listen to a lot of techno on this, and also R&B, drum and bass on these, and pop songs. Okay, so if you like your bass and also you like a nice treble, then this IEM may be suitable for you. But if you are a critical listener, you like to analyze your music and you like to listen to classical, opera, orchestra, then maybe this set may not be suitable for those kind of genre of music. Okay, yeah, so I do recommend for those people who listen to heavy metal, EDM, and techno, rock, heavy metal, yeah, those kind of genre of music. Right, so that concludes my very short impression and quick impression of this TH Hi-Fi character, and I hope you guys learned something from this video and enjoyed watching this video. And if you did, do consider to give this video a thumbs up. Okay, so that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day ahead, and I'll see you again in my next video. Cheers.